Hello there. How are we doing? How's everybody on this Thursday? Do you like my new desktop? Actually, it's not my desktop, but you wouldn't know that probably if you were here from last time. But anywho, oh god, what's wrong with my nose? Now I suddenly need to blow it.
As always, unprepared for this.
I'm not bad, Whitney. Apparently my nose has tickles this evening. It just needs a couple of times now. But hopefully it's not going to affect the stream too much. There may be family arriving too, so I might have to end the stream early, but we shall see. Yes. What has everyone been up to though? Be all good? We Gucci? Good lord, I knew I shouldn't have drunk that soda. 1 second. Late for family to arrive. I know, right? But, you know, we living in crazy times. Things are only just starting to calm down in the world a little bit. For now. As you do. Oh. Suddenly I feel like I shouldn't have had that soda. Like, yesterday, when we were doing this, I was like, yeah, my voice is ready. I'm ready to go ham reading this for like 4 hours. Now my voice is like, oh, shit, dude. I don't know if I'm up for this. But the good news is, we went ham on this yesterday, so a lot of the worst of the reading has gone by now. There is still quite a lot left, but there'll be lots of time travel and whatnot now. This is where the good ending strategy will really start to come into play today. Anyway, start recording. Hello everybody, we are back for our second session. Yeah, we'll see how well this goes, because I've never done this before. We are going to be doing a bunch of, I suppose, going back in time, trying to make characters happy before that thing happens. Let's just say. Disclaimer for, well, no one new here right now, I might say it later. But anywho. I'm sure the game can't possibly scare me this time, since I know so much from freaking before, and this is some updated version, but I'm sure they haven't changed anything. Nope. Nope, I'm sure everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine. You'll be alright.
Wow, that loaded instantly. Anyway. It's already Saturday. Wait, already Saturday? I wish it was Saturday. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I just noticed something, but I'll come back to that later. I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? ... I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. This is what I was going to comment on. This whole thing here is like Sayori's house. I'm going to bring this up only because it's related. I've seen a 3D version of this house made in VR chat. It's a little bit disturbing to see the house in 3D. For reasons that, yeah. We'll just leave it at that for now. But anyway. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom when I finally find her. Sayori? This freaking room. This freaking room! This is where the bad thing happens. Hi, Skay. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sorry, I had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Yeah, I'm not Bob this time. Since they've rehashed the game with a bunch of new stuff, apparently, I was like, screw it, I'll put actual name this time. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, social distancing. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Skay. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! My voice already is going. It's not as healthy as yesterday.
You need more drinks.
I should not have had that soda. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sorry gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Skay. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You've just seen it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Skay? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Funny thing about the, well, maybe funny is not the right word for it. Funny thing about the whole I don't feel like getting out of bed thing is staying in bed can have this strange effect where you actually feel worse. I speak this from personal experience that sometimes on weekends it won't even be like I have a hangover or anything like that. I'll just be like in bed and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stay in bed, and that actually ends up making you feel worse for some reason. Human beings are freaking weird, man. But anyway,
At least it gives us a little bit of emotion rather than the dead robot stares or anything.
why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. That is very much the wrong thing to say, but anyway. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Skay. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. I've seen meme art of that. Gonna reiterate this again, I feel so lucky that I played this game before it was an internet meme. Would have completely changed the game. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone else in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Skay. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Skay! Sayori! Dramatic reading! I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. Yeah, freaking pity parade. I know, Whitney. God, I mean,
It sounds like a weird fan fiction. I don't want to go down.
we'll talk. I could talk about Sayori's character here, but I'm gonna let her have a monologue first. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate. Yeah, I did say that, right? But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Skay. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts stopping next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Skay. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her to know is that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. See, this is why I didn't use my name last time. Doki's like...
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear it. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Skay. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. Freaking oof. Freaking oof. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I'll let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that'll be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worried too much that we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Okay. Going back to Sayori for a second. In terms of a character, she's probably one of the bigger puzzles of all the characters because a certain somebody obviously hacks the game files and also fucks with people's brains and everything. So the reason I guess Sayori's a bit confusing is how much of her personality is the depression and how much of it has been put there by that certain person that shall remain nameless for now. I'm hoping that's something I can find out a little bit more from with this updated version of the game, possibly, maybe. But I do think it's a character trait she has, that she has at least some level of depression. That certain somebody just puts it through the roof, through hacking and whatnot. But, yeah, depression's a freaking weird one. Because the thing with mental health and depression and all that sort of thing is, it's not like a broken limb where you can just like prescribe like one of a few dozen medications to make it better. The problem with depression and mental health issues is there's components of what makes people depressed and everything else, like common traits similar to like other health conditions that you just normally fix with medicine. But what makes mental health unique is everybody has like their own unique combination of problems they have. So it's like, you can fix some of the issues they have, but until you fully go to the effort of figuring out what every single little thing is, you can't fully help that person. And the easy thing that I know some people do is they're like, oh, I'm just going to medication away all my problems. And it's like, it doesn't solve it. It can make you, to outsiders looking in, it can make you seem like you've got it more together and everything's focused and everything for you. But all it's really doing at the end of the day, most of the time, is just making you numb to whatever's going in your life. It's not actually solving the problems, it's just making them more tolerable, if that makes sense. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't give a much more interesting diagnosis, I suppose, for Sayori, because there's just not enough information. It doesn't really tell you why she's depressed. She just gives you, like, kind of the generic symptoms of someone who is depressed rather than what made them depressed in the first place. But anyway. All we really have to... Oh yeah, sorry. The only thing we really have to go on... The only thing we really have to go by is she has one of those personalities where she's used to putting everyone's happiness forward before her own, but then at the same time, she'll then go into a kind of victim mode, as you saw there, of just like, I'm so hard done by. No, don't make me feel better because now I feel even worse, but at the same time, I kind of want it, and it's like, yeah, it's weird. It's super weird. I mean, I'm going into prediction territory now with her character now. I might be wrong on this next thing I'm going to say, but sometimes I'm probably guilty of a little bit of some of this myself. Sometimes people who have like depression problems and sometimes people who have depression problems and stuff like that, what they'll do sometimes is it's less scary to stay depressed and feel helpless than to try and fix everything. If that makes sense. It's kind of gaslighting in a way. I mean, for all we know, the reason Sayori's depressed might be because of someone who's gaslighted her over the years. But I know what you mean about, trying to gaslight people with the sympathy thing. But I don't know if that's... This is the problem with her as a character, is it doesn't give you enough information really to be able to tell, is she playing games or is her head really like that sort of thing, or is it the fact that her brain's been hacked? We don't know. We don't fully know.
In a way, it seems like it could be like something messing with her head, like something in her other life other than what's happening at the school, pretty much could be happening to her, and then we don't know anything about it.
Maybe we'll find out more about this later as we get to the new stuff. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's Yuri time. Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. Though I doubt anything new's going to happen here, so I guess I'll try to get through this quite quick. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. Also, in terms of Yuri's character, we talked about that yesterday. Unless I think of something else to say, I'm not going to repeat myself too much on that. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Haha. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Oh no, it would have been really embarrassed if my room were to be a mess while you were here. But I do enjoy cleaning. That is the most bloody anime waifu thing to say anyway, ever. But anyway, I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening the desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that if you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. Oh! Renzo with the chair! Hello! Thank you.
Welcome.
It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wood cylinder-shaped object. I brought a bong, Kappa. Anyway. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. Terrible joke, I know. I planned to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Speaking of aromatherapy, when I was on holiday in Devizes in southwest England, in a little town called Bath, they had this shop which had bloody aromatherapy candles set out at the front of the building. And I swear they did like tarot readings in this shop and stuff, and it was a really eccentric looking shop.
It had all that in there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had like all the aromatherapy stuff and that, and they had the stuff literally set up at the front of the entrance to like give people the smell as they came in.
Huh.
It was one of those weird little, almost like, I suppose you could call them hippie shops, maybe. Not my thing, but not my thing, but like it was an interesting shop, enough to catch my eye at least. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. Is that true, chat? You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound subtle. So suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. Oh, I was asking if jasmine enhancing people's emotions was a thing. As like a condiment or a smelling thing or something you put in food and... We need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon and have them hang. Well, I'm going to cut out pieces of ribbon to hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper on the ribbons to create a doorway. I can't even speak now. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It might attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I don't know, I'm not a witch. You know what? Aromatherapy and witches, that's a pretty common thing that people compare them to, don't they? Calling them hippies or witches, yeah.
Or gypsies.
Gypsies as well, yeah. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's God damn it. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels when sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Skay. You can write any characters you want. I hope once you finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. She then reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. This freaking part!
Oh, no.
The stupid as hell anime bullshit. Anyway. Also notice I'm a bit more mean today. I'm just stalling for time because my voice isn't as strong as it is yesterday, but anyway. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. That looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combinations of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. But what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing.
I'm laughing with you.
Hold up. I think a thing's happening. Pause and stream a second.
Lord.
Yeah, I have a sixth sense, I do. I always needed to help for a thing.
Okay.
I knew.
Was it a very long thing?
No, it was just a small thing I needed help with. But I had like a sixth sense, I kind of knew. Anyway.
The game.
That was a good little break actually. It gave me a chance for my voice to recover. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. It suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife on my index finger. Ow! Skay! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah! She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. But why, though? Why?
Delicious.
But why? I know they were going for some anime bullshit, but why? I feel a tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pulled my hand back. Oh. But please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Ugh. She doesn't lift her head. Or if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon. Alright, you know what? This might be the stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. And then this happens. I take Yuri's hand and lick her finger in return. Skay, you really just do that? Now we're even. Anime FUD. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Skay. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where'd you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. As we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint. Wait. My brain did not read that right at all then for some reason. That's why I asked you to buy the paint. I still read it wrong. That's why I'd like you to paint the paint tablets. That's right. Bring one of the paint you know what? I've screwed it up now. We're just gonna move on.
It's all over. You're done here, sir.
Screwed it. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We need to cut about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching one of those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and bring them back into my room. Yuri, Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them in the cups. So, I thought we'd do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it's dried, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner, and then we can get a kitty on a washing line with the words, "Hang in there." I remember that from before, saying that. Saying that being a snarky shit and then regretting that later. Oh dear.
The meme sold this game so fucking dead.
We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. Damn you, soda! It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Apart from the obvious deja vu I'm getting right now, I think I remember saying something the last time I played through this about how what got me into streaming and doing YouTube videos and stuff like that was a desire to kind of like create things and just share them out there. But in terms of games, I suppose it was this whole thing of like, look how crazy cool and amazing this game is and I want to share it with people and all this. But, well, there's millions of people who do that sort of thing now, so it's not particularly special anymore. But hey, I do it anyway because I enjoy it, and hopefully chat enjoys it too. Anywho,
Sure they do.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kia! Sorry. Yuri reels back and then quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have just asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get the towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat Yuri's face with I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. To take my soul. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over just as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore that event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filing the night sky with dots. Oh wait, filing? Work, brain, come on. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then you can have it bring it to me in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. Yeah, complete bruh moment. I don't know why I pronounce it like that. You said that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about the time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we don't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or you can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very forceful, Skay. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to this? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah. Hi, Skay. Sayori! Just now we weren't... It's okay, Skay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. Well, we'll be able to be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri's hurries off. And now, it's time travel time. I said this playthrough was going to be weird.
So it's officially rewind time, I see.
We gotta go all the way back to the end of day one. But the good news is I'm going to be skipping through things we've done before, because it does have a thing in place for you to be able to do that. Is you can skip the stuff you've already seen.
Oh boy.
Or at least that's what I'm told.
I'm hoping. This is gonna be a long fucking run.
Oh boy. Well, I've got a save state, so I can just do that. Right, so now it's time to make bloody Natsuki happy.
Time to make the gremlin happy.
Yeah, time to make the gremlin happy. Because time travel and shit.
If it says anime, click it.
Yeah, if it says anime, click it. Basically. Don't tell me candy? No, it's not candy. That's probably Sayori, because food. Oh, it's gotta be Kitty. It has to be Kitty. Yeah. Lucky? Probably Lucky. We must confer against the list. It is not Lucky. It is not Doki Doki. Although Doki Doki is actually one of her words, I think.
Is there like a meaning to the word Doki Doki?
Doki Doki is a very clever double meaning of words, actually.
Huh.
Because Doki is the Japanese word for heartbeat. You know, the boom boom sound.
Yeah.
In Japanese, it's Doki. So, with this game, it has the double meaning of heartbeat romance and heartbeat holy shit, what's going to happen next? That is why the name is quite sneaky.
That is a clever use of the word, actually, now that I'm seeing it.
Strawberry? The bubbles? It is the bubbles. The... possibly romance. Don't know yet. About to find out. Might be too big a word. Yeah, no. Socks? Yep, socks. I won't sugarcoat it though, chat. I do not find having to do this really slowly fun. But this is probably the least fun part for me. The hell? I'm really surprised. I thought the word sweet would be there.
Bunny?
Let's go dream. Oh no! Ah! Shit.
You fuck up. Oh boy.
Damn it. Damn it. This see what I mean? Oh crap. That's the first mistake I've made though.
Let's start counting them then, because this might happen more than once. If we're not lucky.
Pink? Yeah, figured. I think on each playthrough there's 3 poems you have to do. So considering I'm having to do time travel, that's actually 9 poems. Fluffy. Probably Fluffy. Hey, Renzo, Fluffy!
Fluffy is now gone for good.
I
Let's
remember,
restart.
that was one of the funniest things that's happened in ages when he was showing us Fluffy.
Just know Fluffy will disappear if you restart this time. It most likely won't appear in the next reset.
He just showed us Fluffy, and then a Velociraptor came out of nowhere. It's like, ah!
Goodbye. Hello, food.
Vanilla. Parfait girls. Probably chocolate or sugar. Because even though she reads that one manga called Parfait Girls, and I know way too much, God. Blanket, family. Now here's an interesting word. Family. Whose word is that?
That could be Sayori?
Yeah, it's Sayori. Music? No. Whistle? Whistle. See, not all the words she uses are really simple, crappy things. She does have some more, I suppose, more complicated words as well. Sweet. No!
Did it happen again?
I'm gonna stop guessing. I'm not gonna do that again.
Fluffy is now gone for good.
I'm not gonna do that again. That was my own dumb fault. I could have just kept checking the cheat sheet, but I tried to guess. Like a dumbass.
Funny, it was actually fucked up the ending, because you had to get 3 perfects in a row.
I don't know. I just figured because I'm doing this, I might as well try and do all the poems for like 100% on one character, you know? May as well go the whole hog, rather than half-ass it. Kitty. Pink. No, not the word cute, because she said she's not cute. It's one of her words, that's funny. Lollipop is probably one of her words, but I'm not gonna chance it. We've already screwed up twice.
What's one more fuck up gonna do for us?
No, thank you. I'm good. No more of that. If I'm gonna screw up, I'd rather it not be on the poems, because they take ages to do.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Not dance.
Graveyard?
I don't even need to check, and I know that's not a Natsuki word.
It's...
Candy was a Sayori word, wasn't it? And that was what threw me off. No, it is her word. So it was sweet that threw me off, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh no. There's only one person who uses that word.
That could be a family one.
The reason I know
Something to do
that is because Natsuki has daddy issues.
Oh boy.
There's literally a poem where when the game goes weird, one of her messages she writes is something, I don't remember exactly how it goes, but it's something like, I like it when Papa isn't moving, I like it when Papa's sleeping, I like it when Papa doesn't notice me. Yeah. Think of that what you will.
I hope they explain more of this shit down the line with the side story stuff. Like, give us more in-depth shit. What the hell's going on here?
I mean, I'll finish writing the poem and then I'll say a little bit more what I think about Natsuki. I bet friends is a Sayori word. Oh, Bubbles, duh. Frickin' Bubbles! Nothing on laugh. None of those look like Natsuki words. To me. Wonder who broken uses the word broken. It's probably not Natsuki. Yeah, I didn't think so. Embrace? Oh, that's a Yuri word. It has to be. No, that's a lot of Yuri words. What the hell? Sensation. What's going on here? None of these look like Natsuki words. I'm very confused. Imagination? That's a Yuri word as well. What the fuck? What is going on here?
So none of these are Natsuki words.
I don't think then. I don't think they are. I'm confused. What is going on? I don't think I can actually do it. I can't find any of the words. What the hell? This has never happened before. I'm trying really hard to find one and I got nothing. Laugh? I mean, surely laugh is one of them. No. What do I do? Do I reload the save?
This might be the only...
Did we just get bad RNG? Is that what happens? What?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm a bit dumbstruck right now. I'm just like, what? This has never happened before.
You're 100% sure none of these words is Natsuki. None of them.
She doesn't use big words. She doesn't.
Hope isn't a big word.
Yeah, but hope isn't one of her words. Hope is Sayori word.
Fuck.
Laugh is a Sayori word as well, I think.
That's a 100% chance, yeah.
But insight, maybe insight. That's a Yuri word. There's 4. There is at least 7 Yuri words there, and the rest are Sayori. I'm gonna have to reload it. That's really freaking annoying. Oh man. That's never happened before, and I hope it never happens again.
Well, you have to go through 20 pages worth, so...
I don't trust that word. What do you mean I can't find bunny? You have to do the work, drinking, social thing? Alrighty, Whitney. Have a good time.
Say it, Whitney.
Peace. The word came up for ready and everything. Cheeks? Maybe? Yeah. Cheeks. Papa. Mouse? Whose word is mouse? Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I bet lazy is a Sayori word. Don't do this to me, game. Don't do it. Was Valentine one of her words? Yes, it was. It's better not. No, I think it's happening again.
Oh.
I think it's happening again.
Wait, that's 16 again too. It did this last time.
There's no freaking way.
There's no way in hell they took that out or something.
Oh, thank God. I mean, I have a fairly good idea what the characters are and also what anime tropes they are, but I'm still playing it safe just in case. Oh, chocolate's got to be one of the words, surely. Bingo. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just one more. Or is it two more? What?
I'll save this clip for later.
I hate this. I actually hate this now. Pure. Kawaii. Games. Candy. I don't know now. I'm about to check the list. I was feeling brave for a second then. Whoa, brave / annoyed. Peace. Silly? Melody, probably. Melody. No, don't do it. It's tempting to go for words that you think are the words, but we're too far now. It's just the word play? Huh. Clouds. Yeah. Flower question mark? No. Oh, excuse me, indigestion. Flying. No. Damn it. Spinning? It better not be happening again. Fireflies, maybe? Fireflies. No. I hate this. Why is this so hard, Ducky? Why is this happening?
I don't know. Maybe this wasn't supposed to happen in this game. They took it out. They put something in the code, Skay.
This is probably me giving the game way too much credit right now. but there's a slim chance that this might be Monica saying, "No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't."
You must get the normal ending for before this ending.
Nightgown? It doesn't seem like a. That doesn't seem like a Natsuki word. It is? Whoa, okay. Me trying all the short words and then noticing chocolates there. God damn it. Chocolate. Cute. Milk.
I'm gonna say Natsuki is not that brain that use small words. And good lord, she gets at least say one or two big words.
Jump. I can't believe suicide is on the list. That's bad. Time? That's a Yuri word as well. I thought it would be. Warm. No? Breathe? I bet that's a Yuri word as well. Yep. I just realized Yuri actually has a ton of words on her name. Like, she probably has the longest list of all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's happening again. And I really hope I'm wrong. Sadness. Together, that's a Sayori word, isn't it? Yes, it is. Sunset? Please be the one. Damn it. Unending. Unending? That seems like a Yuri word to me. And once again, I'm correct. Fuck.
Don't you just hate being right?
I do. I actually do right now. Uncanny. That's a Yuri word. Son of a... Why does this keep happening, Ducky?
Ask them. I'm sure they're sentient somehow. To fucking make you keep doing this shit over and over again.
Oh, interesting. Suicide is a Yuri word, not a Sayori word.
That sounds about right.
Let me see. It's happened again. I have to reload it again. I'm getting really pissed off now. Pure. No. Don't guess. If you're sure, if you're not sure, 100% sure, check. Now I'm not sure. Yo, I got to 10 words though. Oh, it's getting difficult. Shit. I'm running out of words again. Ah! Don't do this to me. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. Not. Let's. Please, God, do not trip at the finish line. Please. Please.
This man asking for fucking RNG luck over here today.
For the love of God and all that is holy, do not do this. No. Wait. It's the most obvious one there.
Depression. I mean, marshmallow.
Depression.
I think. I don't fucking know anymore.
Yes, we're free. Save. We're good. We could. Yeah, save. Oh my God. Skipping the dialogue we've seen before. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Skay. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, that's a thing. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moye. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signalling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. She looks like she looks like it's about a bunch of... It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's read for writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but it just helps you get to know the characters, and besides it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories, and then when some of the romance starts to happen. That's what really makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you were talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about bacon. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of bacon in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy bacon too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into bacon around the same time I got this manga. Like I won't ever get into anything because it's in the manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in bacon. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? I don't remember it changing quite like that, but okay. Is it Doki alive?
Yes.
Just making sure.
I ain't gonna die like that.
We read on
like...
for a few more minutes.
I'm gonna say it's not like I'm gonna suddenly disappear because this game is closing.
I finished a couple chapters at this point. ... Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so, because it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up the series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read like I could ever get my friends to read... Like I could ever get my friends to read this. I just think it's manga for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm also kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even help... I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad will do if he found it. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. But it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? At least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favourite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favourite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. I've been able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready for today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it over towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try and get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I don't really find much inspiration, so I've never done this before. Oh, skipping? Yeah, here we go. Don't want to repeat ourselves. So now, Natsuki first. I think. Let me think for a moment. Yeah, definitely Natsuki first.
You know what you want to actually click on now.
I told Natsuki was interested in my poems yesterday. It'd probably be only fair if I shared mine with her first. ... Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Baka. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You are so... You just don't understand the thing, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't really figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. That's the one from before. It was a fly man. All the stuff from before. Yeah. Photos. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be some all-sophisticated thing and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it flat on the floor on purpose. Now we're getting into deja vu dialogue, it seems. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monica time. No, any new dialogue? I like it, Skay. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write, and she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad, but sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that will apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning though. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay, I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find kind of the style that suits you. I think we're repeating dialogue again.
Maybe.
Ah! I guess that wasn't new. I hope that wasn't new. Yeah, yeah, that was stuff we've seen before. We'll just go with that. This is a good poem, Skay. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Yeah, I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't want to write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. I think this is the same dialogue before. Yeah. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on, okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did that just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to the new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I just noticed something on the bottom.
Yes.
The skip button is grayed out when it's old dialogue. Sorry, it's coded in when it's old dialogue. It's grayed out when it's not new dialogue. Shit. It's grayed out when it's new dialogue. It's filled in when it's old dialogue. That's what I meant to say. It's nothing really. But it just makes me happy you think like that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Whew! Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for mediocre writing abilities. Hold on. Yeah, it's grayed out still. Even if it's just being nice, there's no way for poems to stand up this trouble after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Wait, this is... Why can't I skip this? This is old dialogue.
Maybe maybe something else is going on then. You sure it's old?
Yeah, I'm skim reading it, and this is all old dialogue. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boobs grew magically size bigger as soon as the skate started showing up. Natsuki! Oh yeah, this is old dialogue again now. Don't like fighting. And then I have to make a choice. But this time I'll take Natsuki's side. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Aha! It shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything she said. You don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not that you need to apologize for me, Skay. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? God damn it. That's all. Natsuki looked away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. Well, now that we're past that, everyone reads each other's poems, right? I hope it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Skay. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we'll do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book and do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monika. Eh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. Most important thing is having fun. Of course, the wholesomeness. I'm gonna die from all this wholesome shit. Anyway.
No.
Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, sorry. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all the time doing nothing. But in the end, because it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Skay, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a bit more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I know to myself with newfound determination. Skay, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yeah. Sorry, beams at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I spent so much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. This is old dialogue again now. It's not letting me skip it though for some reason.
I wonder if he's even counting it as old though.
Because of the different choices I made, I suppose, even though this dialogue is repeating. And now it will let me skip. Save! It begins again!
You sound so happy.
Has it already given me a really bad word?
Maybe?
I don't see one. God damn it. Yeah, the words are randomized, okay. That's good to know. Even when I save writing the poem, the words are still randomized. How nice of them.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Son of a beach. So wait, that means I could save and then reload for different words, right?
Maybe? You could try.
Shit, it didn't work. At least not in the way I wanted it to. I wanted it to remember my progress, and then I could reload it from there. Oh my god! This is my new hell on this game. Trying to get words that I need. Hop, giggle, play. Son of a... Natsuki's the hardest one to get, I think, because she has the least words. I can't wait till these poems are over for her run. What's that?
We're seeing a little banana who's the hardest at the moment.
Wait, no, Nightgun was one, I remember. Huzzah! We made it out much quicker that time.
At least our luck could be full of Natsuki words. Or not Natsuki, fucking on the other one. More Yuri.
The cookie slap noise.
What?
I heard the cookie slap noise, but it was sped up. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pulled the first volume of Parfait Girls out from the bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the other one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forgot. Ah, the chapter ended where Minori and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Ah, sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. Ugh. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves, and besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Ah, Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall here. In the closet there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me! Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Ah, careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki using her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the end of the shelf. See? Kya! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. What? Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki's a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so you just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so you just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it onto its wheels back over to the closet. Ah! It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learnt my lesson, so I kept my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs onto the chair and slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Ah, there we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Well, what? The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt? Good. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Hup! Natsuki wraps her arms around the parfait girl's box. Set easily the largest one on the shelf. Oh, heavy. Hey, Skay. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at... Wait. Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Kya! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the box goes flying. I got you! The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tried to shield herself with her own arms as her face landed straight onto my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. What? Slowly Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross! Gah! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. But what were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monika suddenly peers in. Monika! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monika. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monika says that quietly to me. It looks like I'm off the hook. Oh, no! I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that's scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along this page that's she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut and throws it on the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. The sads! Natsuki, are you...
tried, but...
No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I hope get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just... having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. This seems like a good time to bring up the thing I was going to say earlier that I forgot to actually mention.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, based on other stuff I know, that Natsuki has daddy issues because in some of her stuff she talks about her dad, but not in a flattering light.
So much a darker light, I'd say, or the shed darkness.
Well, things like what I said before of like, I like it when Papa's asleep, I like it when Papa's not noticing me. That implies a lot of tension in the family at best. At worst, something quite a lot more sinister. She doesn't mention her mum or anything like that in her poems at all, or other messages she leaves. So the mum could be dead, she could have divorced the husband, we don't know. But based on that information, it gives me the impression that despite her appearance, she's had to try and grow up mentally quicker than maybe she would have to if she had a normal, I say in quotation marks, family. And another thing I theorized as well is she actually feels more comfortable at school than she does at home as a character.
Well, it sounds about right with what the hell she's going up with there.
But this is all me connecting the dots from things I've figured out in the past, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like for some reason, a lot of people say Natsuki's their favorite character, and I don't know if it's the bloody lolly thing or the more hidden side of her story or what. But I like all the characters for different reasons. But anyway, I guess I'll continue now. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... I'm gonna fill the blank there. Come to the club and forget. Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, alright? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of the books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up, if you insist. Well, it's in the same spot as last time when I opened the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making a note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Hehehe. Told you. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Whew.
Really getting into this now.
Natsuki time. Notice how this sounds stupid coming from me, given conversations I've had with friends lately in private and stuff like that, but notice how, ladies and gentlemen, how the Sunday routine is slowly starting to break down. She cannot maintain the distrust and scowl in her face in the presence of so much kindness.
I see it very well.
Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me. Oh, excuse me. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing poem more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Skay. Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that my voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem laying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, did you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Skay? Don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me.
Someone knows you open the files.
Don't do this to me. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches a poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the room. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Skay read this poem, and we're supposed to share it with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Skay is done with sharing the poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Skay is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. She never gave us this poem last time, but I do recognize it. It's because last time we annoyed her trying to impress Yuri.
Oh, she went more horny for this one.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Iggly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Well then.
Now, to put this a little bit into context... When the game starts getting weird and Natsuki and Yuri have that argument, Natsuki accuses Yuri of cutting herself. I think in this poem they're implying that she knows that Yuri cuts herself, but she's trying to say it without saying it, like disguising it.
Okay.
She's saying in a kind of coded way almost of like, Yuri's kind of cool, but she does this freaking weird things that I find disturbing. That's why I'm not friends with her. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I want it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out that make fun of you or think less of you. I guess it could mean that as well. I guess it could also mean the thing of how she's afraid to open up her interests because people think she's weird. Oh wait, double meaning, shit.
Double meaning?
She thinks she both thinks Yuri's that Yuri's weird because of her interests, and she's also kind of, oh my god, my brain. She finds Yuri's weird because of her interests, and in a way it almost slightly makes her more reluctant to share her interests or be friends with Yuri, because then that will make her weird too.
What the hell?
It's a very tsundere thing to do. One of the tropes of being a tsundere is someone or something in your life dealt you something that was traumatizing or you thought was a great injustice, and then that just makes you not trust anybody. Not easily, at least.
I think you got some experience there for that. Maybe.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about it. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as you're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, too, okay? Alright, I will. Jesus, that part went on for ages. Wait, we're going back to Monaco again? But she's already read it. Huh?
You sure?
Yeah, because she when Natsuki ran out, she read it, didn't she?
I think so.
Again, Skay, that was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, so you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. I think there's more than one version of this poem. The meaning's the same, but sometimes there's slightly different words. What I don't understand is what it means by load me, if that means anything.
Could mean something. To more detail to it.
Save me, load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Oh wait, this is old dialogue again. Skip. We are not Yuri's friend this time, so she gets hers looked at last. Oh, I like this one, Skay. It has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Yeah. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very... Oh, skipping time. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't really tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever. Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Would have told me Wait, this is old dialogue again. Creepy. Well, not exactly. It's because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, like, you came out good and you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit, but writing's like magic. You gotta be pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Oh, yeah, there it is. Gonna keep writing till I die. It's Yuri time! Are you still mad at me? Eh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Oh, excuse me. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little bit too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside me come out and make people hate me, so please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair for you when you could be enjoying time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please, if it makes it easier for you, don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. No, Yuri. God damn it. All the sads.
Oh, no.
That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on the desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, and I have no choice but to abide by their request. I'm reading through this quick again because it's repeating dialogue again. Looking for new dialogue.
We got a bit before some new dialogue, I think.
Most of this is repeating dialogue, but I bet there's like one part that's new, and that's it.
You might even skip over it accidentally. The title of this poem is "The Way They Fly." Ahem. We're gonna complete the side of the poem. Oh, I didn't remember the name of the poem last time. That's why I stopped for a second there. Okay, I'm not too sure what that was either.
Don't make me go for SKay. It's not compared to you guys anyway. This dialogue seems to be the same as before.
Yeah, good check if it is.
Kind of a... Now I've got to say Natsuki, haven't I? Yeah, now she's asking me about Natsuki instead of Yuri. There's not any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. This is something. I think that was the same dialogue as before, it just replaced Natsuki and Yuri's names. Okay. Today she did the disturbing poem with the jars, which means tomorrow she won't even turn up, which means this is the last poem for Natsuki, I think. I think.
Hopefully.
I hope. I hope that's a good word for it. Not again. Shit.
Here we go again.
Misery. Dark. Oh, god damn it. Load. No! Damn it, I did that before.
Got caught up in too much of the joy. I just noticed this game has a lot of save states. It's 6 pages worth.
Yeah, this is the most... This is the real reason the save features here is to be able to do this time travel shit, so it doesn't take you forever. Spinning. Spin. How did I miss Q? Yeah, playground seems like a word for her. Not again! Wait, Doki Doki. We're almost free. We're almost free!
But wait, what about the last page? Is it not gonna screw you over somehow?
Why would you say that? Why would you summon the beast like that?
Because we're good at tempting fate.
Skip! Hey, you. Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't much time, so... Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not that I'm worried, it was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me and leave your... Oh, good damn it. If something is bothering you, you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, I assume you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles at that last part. Now, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. I see what happened there. It's like, they care about someone more than me. Oh no, wait. I'm overreacting. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it will be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki feels with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's just hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Here we go. Oh no!
Oh god.
Ah!
How?
My brain. No. My brain broke. Ah.
That's looking a little tall today.
Fuck.
At least my question was answered about using save states.
This is why we have them. Fuck. Wow, I feel stupid right now.
Silence and concentration.
I am mad.
You don't sound like it, you're just angry.
When your subconscious brain is like, pick Yuri though.
I see who you like most in these stories.
I felt guilty because I made her sad. I think my subconscious was responding to that. God damn it. I can just fast forward to that part again. It will be fine. Nothing can possibly go wrong. Again.
Before they disable the skip button for it.
Here, I skipped that part too. There, now we got it right. Let's see, let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today, of course. And you know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seems you'd had a lot of trouble admitting that before. But well, of course. It just had to put you into place a little bit. It's not like it's not like I was shy or anything or stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. Just because I happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Ha ha ha. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about writing, are you? Eh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure it out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then people might think that way too. Right? Skay, please don't tell me you like my poems. Oh, please, let's try that again. Bleh. Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear it from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki, because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki. Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hands until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Yuri, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I really never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if it was part of the problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poems a little too hard. They brought up an interesting point there, actually. Whatever is going on with Sayori's life, she probably has the mindset of, screw that, I'll just make myself happy, and a good way to make myself happy is by making other people happy. Therefore, everyone is happy. Even though they're not really, but she'll try and convince herself that she is. Yeah. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never really realised how difficult this was for her. Finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poems on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Aww. This almost sounds like something Sayori would write now. Because you, tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's torn apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me, because of you, because you. Oh, because you. Dude. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. I was just a little surprised in the read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you just can't say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful, and I'm glad. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Eh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realise what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing it, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm just glad you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. For that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Monica! Boop. Hi, Skay. Have you thought about what you want to submit? Oh, this is old dialogue. Boop. Sticking with Natsuki's style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Skay. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga she's into. You know how Natsuki is? If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding, Skay. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. Then you wouldn't want to do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll show my parent union now. Boop. You know, I feel like only looking through answers are sorts of things that give life meaning. Not going. Oh, wait. This is old dialogue again. Yeah. This is old dialogue. I don't know why it's repeating it.
Oh.
It won't let me skip it for some reason. Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh, this is old as well. And next on the list is Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though, but it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Skay. Sorry. Is there something wrong? Huh? Nope, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Yeah. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, moment to herself. And... oh wait, Yuri. ... Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Wow! We got to the point where she won't even share the poem anymore.
Fuck.
What was damaged in poems? Right, well, just start figuring out. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is repeating dialogue again.
That was unexpected.
Natsuki does something similar, but she normally does it at the start rather than at the end, kind of like she does. Yep, all old dialogue. The whole bickering about who's going to do what to prepare for the festival.
Does it change or anything, or is it still the same here?
It was all the same. Also, this decision here, you can pick Monica, but it won't let you do anything. They just have a big bickering argument.
Okay.
In fact, I will show you. I'll show you what happens. She's like, they get bickering, being how, oh, the club president's using her authority. She doesn't need help. And now look at her face. You can tell she is not happy.
Of course, those two fuckers aren't happy.
Natsuki time. Well, baking sounds like it could be
Skay.
fun. Time to go?
It's 6, yes.
Yep, already.
Take care again, Skay.
You take care too. I think I'm gonna finish the Natsuki run and then I'll get the Sayori run ready to go for next time.
Okay, I'll be sure to be there also.
to be able to watch.
See you later.
Until next time, Skay, and best of luck to not deal with these girls still.
Yeah.
No.
See you later. Wait.
Good then. Bye.
Wait. Okay. Let's end this Discord call there, since it's just us now. Anyway. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everyone, right? Everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performances... Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Skay? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still stalking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not... I mean, it's not that of a big deal or anything. Well, it might not be, just be that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little unappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hand down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. It will be really important for the way to help... That will be really important for the way people feel during their performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monokrai are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it did work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely get to do any reading today, so fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door, and they chat between each other. Where are you going? Eh? We still need to figure out our plans for the weekend. You literally would have gone home and realised you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I had no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? Better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I would have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when we're coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Did you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that it's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake for someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. I'll see you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to come into my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she's looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Now I could stop here, because then we're pretty much in the same position we were in yesterday. But I think I want to go a little bit further. So let's, because I'm curious, what new things do we have? There seems to be more poems missing. I mean, some of those are obviously Sayori. Oh, hey. A concept sketch of the complete cast. What else we got? One Natsuki. I think that's everything at the moment. How do we get the second one? Do we have to play through more than once? Or do we just watch the first part and then that unlocks the second part? I wonder. One, two, three. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's 2 more. What? I can't math. What is going on here? The side stories. There's more than 6 though. Does that mean there's some special condition for Monica, maybe? I wonder. Oh, don't load the game just yet. Yeah, nothing's changed for those. I think there's something hidden in here. I think there's something hidden in here. And there's a password to it. System. Tower keys. Key pair 1 gear. Key pair 2 boat. Key pair 3 spaceship. Key pair 4. So does 221 do something? 2, 2, 1. I freaking knew it. What the hell is that? Project plan. mean, you have the ability to delete it, but I don't know why you would want to. What the hell? Back up. System. Merge memory. No fast memory. Set map. This is the new mystery. Whatever this is the new mystery to solve. The tower keys, whatever the hell that means. All of the mystery is tied into that, I think. I've got a gut feeling about it. Anyway. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We send each other one. Oh god damn it! I can't even freaking speak now. We send each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left the club that early. Other day. Yeah, the dialogue from before. Sayuri's a sweet character. Anyway, I spent only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. If I had to late, I opened the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked for, right? Yeah, I did. Just today, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she normally does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Skay? Come on. Since when do I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Good. This is ridiculously heavy. Ha 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 ha. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. Hehehe. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school? Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Yeah. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey. Was that to me? Who else? Man. Let's just get started already. Ha 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 ha. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, SKay. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of the bag so we can get started. Let's count the anime cliches. How many are we going to come across? I wonder. Because to be truth be told, I've never been down this path before when I've messed around with this game in the past. But this is what we're doing this time. We are trying to go over uncharted territory to make the whole thing interesting again. With the stuff we missed before. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixture isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. SKay, where did you put the food colour in? The batter's going in the oven soon, and we need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To colour the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different colour. That way, even if the flavours aren't different, everyone can still pick their favourite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? Ah, you're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food colouring into each. Ah, that does sound pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sorry and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if she can make Natsuki proud like that too. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I'll use that food colouring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish the mixing. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food colouring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It would just take a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and then pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough of my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger and shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrists with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Ah, sob. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to make... Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Ah! Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Skay, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? ... What kind of questions are you asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You shouldn't have checked. You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. And then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different coloured cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. That'd be fun to see people choose the cupcakes based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire her work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Ooh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's one reason you can't, right? Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Zora is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga, I'll go out somewhere. Did you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Skay, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-coloured cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breast against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Skay. Sayori, just now we weren't... Yeah, it's okay, Skay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you shouldn't have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow. It's fine. Just don't need any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Whew. Okay. Save. Although that save doesn't actually matter because... Guess what? We need to go back in time again. Because next time... It's time to make a certain person with a red bow happy. And then, after all of that, that's when the insanity is going to begin. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will find somebody to host now, because that is us wrapping up for today. Who are we going to host? What the hell? Nags, is that you? I think I'm gonna host Nags. What's going on here? It's running an ad. Well, while it's doing that, I will exit pictures. What picture did we get? That one. Okay. And we got that one. Yep, stream's over. Thank you for joining me. Bye.